Hello students, in our previous lecture we are solved a practical problem number 3rd on computation of total income from business. Okay, in our today's lecture we are solve a last problem on computation of total income from business, that is problem number 4th. From the following profit and loss account, Mrs. Manju compute her income from business for the assessment year 2020-21. So here profit and loss account of Mrs. Manju is given here for the year ended 31st March 2020. Debit side of profit and loss account and credit side of profit and loss account. But we start to read a problem from additional information. So additional information is given here, that is first information or adjustment, that is general expenses include rupees 1000 being compensation paid to an employee on termination of his service in the interest of the business. It means in the general expenses 1000 is included as a compensation paid to an employee on his termination of services, and the expenses is allowed or the expenses is allowable or with the permission of the business. Okay, so it is a business expenditure. Okay, so it is allowable expenditure of the business, so it should not be taken into consideration while computing the total income from the business. It is a expenditure of the business. Then legal expenses include rupees 1500 paid to a tax consultant in the course of income tax proceedings. Okay, so income tax proceedings, it means consultancy is taken from the auditor. Here specific income tax is not given, so it is considered as a proceeding related to the business, so it is allowable expenditure. Okay, it is allowable expenditure of the business, so both adjustments are related to the business. Then third adjustment, the interest on loan by Mrs. Manju's husband is paid by Mrs. Manju out of her earnings from salary. It means interest on loan taken by the Manju's husband, and the interest is paid by Mrs. Manju out of his earnings. So interest is paid out of his earnings, so it is also not affect on the profit of the concern. Okay, because he paid interest on loan out of his earning. Okay, then insurance premium paid is on her life. It means he take a life insurance policy, and life insurance policy premium is paid, so it is a disallowed expenditure, so we make it by blue color. Okay, so life insurance, all these three are not taken into consideration, but fourth adjustment is taken into consideration, that is LIC premium is paid on her life, so it is personal expenditure, so it is disallowed. Donation were paid to Jilla Saksharta Samiti duly constituted. So donation is given to any institute or charity is disallowed. Okay, so the donation is disallowed. Then income of rupees 6000 earned in gold smuggling during the previous year has not been recorded in the books of accounts. So it is a income, but it is not recorded in the books of accounts. It is illegal income, and illegal income is taxable, so it is add in net profit because it is a income, or illegal income is taxable. It means income from gold smuggling is taxable, amounted to rupees 6000. Depreciation is allowable as per income tax rule, amounted to rupees 6000. So allowable depreciation is given if depreciation is charged on debit side is more than the 6,000, then excess depreciation is disallowed. Got it? So here we read all adjustment. Those adjustment which are not affect on the net profit of the concern are not taken into consideration, and we make a red to that adjustments, and those adjustment which are affect on the net profit of the concern are make blue. Okay, so we read all adjustment. Now we are read a profit and loss account debit side. Okay, and find out the items which is not related to the business. Okay, or find out the expenses which is not related to the business. So first point, salary to staff. Okay, salary to staff is allowable expenditure of the business, but salary to proprietor, here salary to proprietor is not allowed as business expenditure. It is not allowed a business expenditure because salary to partner is disallowed expenditure. Okay, so we make it red or blue. Okay, we make it blue because it is not taken into consideration. Sorry, it is taken into consideration and add in net profit. Sorry, so here we highlight it because it is not a business expenditure. Okay, salary to proprietor is not a business expenditure, so that we add this 6,000 in net profit. General reserve, so adjustment is given, but the expenses of rupees 1,000 is paid to employee on termination of his services, and this expenditure is allowable expenditure of business with the interest of the business, so that we allowed these expenses as business. Then interest on capital, so interest on capital is disallowed expenditure. Okay, interest on capital is disallowed. Then interest on husband's loan, so the interest on husband loan is paid by the Mrs. Manju out of his earnings, so it will not affect on the net profit. Then drawing is rupees 20,000, so drawing is a personal expenditure and personal expenditure is disallowed. Then income tax. Okay, so income tax is disallowed expenditure. Then bad debts, so here adjustment is not given on the bad debt, so bad debt is considered as a business loss. Okay, if it adjustment is given on the bad debts, that is bad debts is disallowed. Okay, then we taken into consideration bad debts, or we add a bad debts in net profit. But here adjustment is not given on bad debts. Okay, that is bad debts disallowed or allowed. If given, then we taken into consideration. If not given, then we consider bad debts as a expenditure of the business or loss of the business. Okay, then provision for bad debts, so all provisions are disallowed. Okay, so all provisions are disallowed. Then fire insurance, so fire insurance is allowable expenditure, so fire insurance is taken for goods, so it is allowable. But life insurance premium is disallowed. Okay, life insurance premium is disallowed. Then legal expenses, so legal expenses regarding the proceedings of income tax, but here income tax proceeding is not specific given. Okay, so it is considered as a income tax proceeding of the business. Okay, so it is business expenditure. Furniture purchased, it is capital expenditure, so capital expenditure is disallowed. Then donation, so donation is given to any charity or institution is disallowed. Okay, then charity to students, so charity and donation both are disallowed. Okay, amounted to rupees 300. Then wealth tax is disallowed. okay, amounted to rupees 1400. Okay, then GST is allowable expenditure. Then to repairs, okay, so repairs is related to the business, specific adjustment is not given. Okay, so repairs is considered as a business expenditure. Then depreciation, so adjustment is given on depreciation, that is allowable depreciation is rupees 6000, and depreciation is charged to the profit and loss account debit side, amounted to rupees 7000. It means excess depreciation is charged on the debit side of the profit and loss account, amounted to rupees 1000. How we compute excess depreciation? That is depreciation rupees 7000 and allowable depreciation amounted to rupees 6000. So 7000 minus 6000, 1000 depreciation is excess charged on the profit and loss account debit side. So we make a star in front of depreciation item. Okay, that is excess depreciation, and excess depreciation is disallowed. Then to net profit, so net profit is also very important while computing the taxable income of the business. So net profit is rupees 27000. Okay, then we read a credit side. So by gross profit, by agriculture income, so agriculture income is exempted income. Okay, so tax is not given on the agriculture income. Okay, got it. But it is a income from other source, so deduct this income from we deduct this income from net profit. Got it. It is a income from other source. Okay, agriculture income, it is exempted, but it is income from other source, so we deduct this income from net profit. Then by life insurance policy amount received amounted to rupees 10000. So it is also a personal income of Mrs. Manju. Okay, it is not a income of the business, so it is disallowed income of the business, so we deduct this income from net profit. Okay, amounted to rupees 10000. Then commission is a business income. Okay, commission received, so it is a business income. Then interest on debenture gross rupees 3000 is income from other source, so income from other source is disallowed. Then interest on deposit with X company limited. Okay, so interest on company deposit is disallowed income. Okay, it is income from other source. Got it. Amounted to rupees 1450. Then by interest on bank deposits, so it is also income from other source. Okay, interest earned from bank deposit, so it is income from other source, and income from other source is disallowed. Amounted to rupees 6500. Then by interest on post office saving bank account, it is also a income from other source, so it is disallowed means it is deducted from net profit because it increases the net profit, so that we deduct this income from the net profit. By miscellaneous receipts, okay, so miscellaneous receipts is considered as a business income. Okay, it is a sundry receipts. Miscellaneous receipts means it is a sundry receipt and it is considered as a business income. Okay, so we read all the adjustment and items given in profit and loss account and find out the disallowed expenses and disallowed income. Here we start to solve the problem. Here solution: computation of business income. Name of assessee Mrs. Manju. Assessment year 2020-21, previous year 2019-20. So net profit as per profit and loss account. Net profit as per profit and loss account amounted to rupees 27,000. So here net profit as per profit and loss account amounted to rupees 27,000 in outer column, 27,000. Okay, 27,000. then we add then we add then we add a disallowed add disallowed expenses debited to P and L, profit and loss account. Okay, so here we find out a expenses which is not related to business. Okay, so add these expenses in net profit. So here first start from adjustment. So we read all adjustment, all three adjustment is related to the business. Okay, first and second is related to business, third is related to a personal earnings. It means Mrs. Manju has paid interest on loan out of his earnings, so it is not affect on the net profit of the concern. Then insurance premium paid is on her life, so insurance premium is disallowed. Then donation all disallowed. Here it is a income. Okay, it is a income, unrecorded income, so it is add in net profit. Okay, then depreciation allowable as per income tax rule 6,000, so excess depreciation. So we start from profit and loss account. So first point is salary to proprietor is disallowed. Okay, salary to proprietor amounted to rupees salary to proprietor amounted to rupees 6,000 in inner column. Then interest on capital. Okay, second one is interest on capital rupees 4,000. Okay, interest on capital is disallowed, so interest on capital disallowed amounted to rupees 4,000. Then interest on capital. Then drawing is a personal expenditure amounted to rupees 20,000. Drawings, $20,000. Then drawings, then income tax rupees 3,800. Income tax rupees 3,800. Income tax rupees 3,800 disallowed. Then provision for bad debts 3,000. So all provisions are disallowed. Here add provision for RDD or bad debts amounted to rupees 3,000. Amounted to rupees 3,000. Then next LIC premium 400. So LIC premium amounted to rupees 400. Okay, then next LIC premium, then furniture purchased. So furniture purchased is a capital expenditure and capital expenditure is disallowed. Furniture purchased amounted to rupees 2500. 2500. Then donation 1600. So our donation is given to institute or charity, all disallowed. Donation 1600. Then charity to students. Okay, then charity to students amounted to rupees 300. Charity to students amounted to rupees 300. Then wealth tax 1400. Wealth tax 1400. 1400. Okay, then depreciation. So excess depreciation is charged on the debit side of profit and loss account, and excess depreciation is disallowed. So here add excess depreciation, that is 7000 minus 6000 amounted to rupees 1000 is excess. Okay, excess depreciation. Okay, so here we transfer or add the all disallowed expenses in net profit. So make the total of all disallowed expenses. Okay, so here we make a total of inner column and add the all disallowed expenses in net profit of the concern. So here 6000, 4000, 20,000, 3,800, 3,000, then 400, 2,500, 1,600, 300, 1,400 and 1,000. Okay, so the total is here 44,000. Okay, so the total is 44,000. Add this 44,000 in net profit. Okay, again we make a total for confirmation. 6,000 plus 4,000 plus 20,000 plus 3,800 plus 3,000 plus 400 plus 2,500 plus 1,600 plus 300 plus 1400 plus 1000, that is 44,000 is correct. So add this 44,000 into 27,000. Okay, in net profit 27,000, that is we get a net profit is rupees 71,000. Okay, that is net profit 71,000. Then we deduct a income chargeable under other heads. Okay, then we less income chargeable as per format we go. Then we deduct less, then we deduct a allowable expenses not recorded. Okay, not recorded. Okay, so allowable expenses of business is not given, so here amount is nil. Then we make a total and total is same. Okay, the total is same, that is 71,000. Okay, that is 71,000 is the same total. Okay, then 71,000, then we add allowable income not recorded. Okay, so here income is given that is not recorded in the books of accounts, that is income from smuggling. Okay, it is illegal business and illegal income, but illegal income is taxable. Got it? So it is a taxable income amounted to rupees 6,000, so we add this 6,000 in net profit. Okay, here sorry, here add income from smuggling not recorded. Okay, only one income is given here, so we directly put the figure in outer column, that is 6,000, that is 6,000. Okay, then we make a total of unrecorded income. Okay, so here 77,000 is the income, 77,000 is the income. Then we deduct less income chargeable under other heads credited to P and L account. Okay, so we find out the income from other source in profit and loss account credit side. So deduct this income from net profit. So agricultural income is rupees 2,560. It is a income from other source, so it is deducted from net profit. Okay, so here agricultural income amounted to rupees in inner column amounted to rupees 2560 then next other income, that is life insurance policy amount received 10,000. So LIC policy amount received LIC policy amount received deduct LIC policy amount received amounted to rupees 10,000. Then by interest on debenture 3,000. By interest on debenture amounted to rupees 3,000. Then deduct a other income, interest on debenture, then interest on deposit with X company limited amounted to rupees 1450. Interest on deposit with X company limited, okay, amounted to rupees 1450. Okay, then next other income is interest on bank deposit 6,500. Interest on bank deposit 6,500. Then interest on post office saving bank account 1,000. Interest on saving bank account in post office amounted to rupees 1,000. Okay, so here we deduct all other income from net profit. We get a income from business. Okay, so here make a total of inner column. So total is 2,560 plus 2,560 plus 10,000 plus 3,000 plus 1,450 plus 6,500 plus 1,000 is equal to 24,510. Okay, so other income, total other income is 24,000 24,510 rupees. Okay, so we deduct this 24,510 rupees from 77,000. We get a income from business that is amounted to rupees 52,490. Okay, so we get a income from firm that is amounted to rupees 52,400 52,490 52,490 is the income from business. Okay, or taxable income from business. Got it? So here we solve a last problem on computation of taxable income from firm. Okay, and the taxable income is rupees 52,490. Okay, so here we again revise the problem or solution. बघा, यामध्ये प्रॉब्लेम नंबर 4 आणि आपला शेवटचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे तो बिझनेसवरती. ओके, यानंतर आपण प्रोफेशनला सुरुवात करणार आहे किंवा प्रोफेशनचे एक्झाम्पल्स घेणार आहे. तर एक्झाम्पल दिलेला आहे 4 मिसेस मंजू आहे, त्यांचा कम्प्यूट करायचा आहे इन्कम. ओके, असेसमेंट इयर 2020-21चा. प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंट दिलेला आहे. यामध्ये आपण जे इन्कम बिझनेसच्या रिलेटेड नाहीत त्यांना हायलाईट केलेलं आहे. ओके, आणि जे ॲडजस्टमेंट बिझनेस रिलेटेड नाहीत आणि ज्या ॲडजस्टमेंट बिझनेस रिलेटेड आहेत यांनासुद्धा आपण हायलाईट केलेलं आहे. बघा, मग पहिल्या 3 ज्या ॲडजस्टमेंट आहेत त्या बिझनेस रिलेटेड आहेत, त्यामुळे आपण त्यांना काय केलेलं आहे, रेड मार्क केलेलं आहे. आणि ज्या ॲडजस्टमेंट बिझनेसशी रिलेटेड नाहीत आणि जे इन्कम बिझनेसशी रिलेटेड आहेत परंतु रेकॉर्ड नाहीत, यांना आपण ब्ल्यूमध्ये मार्क केलेलं आहे. आता यामध्ये जे एक्सपेन्सेस बिझनेसचे नाहीत ते हायलाईट केलेत आपण ग्रीन आणि येलो कलरने. आता आपण सोल्युशनला सुरुवात केलं. यामध्ये नेट प्रॉफिट दिलेला आहे 27,000 रुपये प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटमध्ये. तो घेतला आपण सोल्युशनमध्ये. नेट प्रॉफिट ॲज पर प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंट 27,000. नेट प्रॉफिटमध्ये आपण काय ॲड करतो, तर जे एक्सपेन्सेस बिझनेसचे नाहीत, बघा, जे एक्सपेन्सेस बिझनेसचे नाहीत परंतु प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या डेबिटला ते दाखवलेले आहेत, ते सर्व एक्सपेन्सेस आपण यामध्ये काय करतो, ॲड करतो. ओके, मग त्यामध्ये आपण काय केलेलं आहे, तर जे बिझनेसचे एक्सपेन्सेस आहेत ते कन्सिडर केले नाहीत आणि जे बिझनेसचे एक्सपेन्सेस नाहीत त्यांना इथं कन्सिडर केलेलं आहे, ते इथं आपण ॲड केलेले आहेत. ओके, मग आपण जे हायलाईट केलेले आयटम होते ते कसे होते, ते बिझनेसचे खर्च नाहीत म्हणून हायलाईट केले, ते सर्व इथं ॲड केले. त्यांची टोटल आली 44,000 रुपये. ओके, त्यातून आपण लेस काय करतो, तर अलावेबल एक्सपेन्सेस नॉट रेकॉर्डेड 71,000 अमाऊंट नील. ओके, सो टोटल इज सेम 71,000. देन वी ॲड, त्यानंतर आपण काय ॲड करतो, तर अलावेबल इन्कम नॉट रेकॉर्डेड इन्कम. ओके, सो अलावेबल इन्कम इज नॉट रेकॉर्डेड इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स. म्हणजे असे इन्कम की जे बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्समध्ये रेकॉर्ड केलेले नाहीत ते आपण इथं ॲड करतो. मग यामध्ये एक इन्कम आहे तो ॲडजस्टमेंटमध्ये दिलेला आहे. कोणता, तर इन्कम फ्रॉम स्मगलिंग. ओके, स्मगलिंगपासून इन्कम झालेला आहे 6,000 रुपये. तर इन्कम इल्लीगल आहे म्हणून तो टॅक्सेबल आहे. ओके, मग तो बिझनेसचा असो किंवा नसो. ओके, इल्लीगल इन्कम तुम्हाला मिळाला तर त्याच्यावरती टॅक्स द्यावा लागणार, म्हणून इथं आपण स्मगलिंगचा इन्कम ॲड केलेला आहे, जो की रेकॉर्ड केलेला नाही प्रॉफिट अँड लॉसच्या क्रेडिटला 6000. ते 6000 आपण 71,000 रुपयात ॲड केले, आपल्याला नेट प्रॉफिट मिळाला 77,000. त्यातून आपण लेस काय करणार, तर जे इन्कम ऑदर हेडचे आहेत आणि प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिटला दाखवलेले आहेत. मग असे सर्व इन्कम आपण हायलाईट केलेले आहेत बघा, ग्रीन आणि येलो कलरने. तर ॲग्रिकल्चर इन्कम, आता ॲग्रिकल्चर इन्कम टॅक्स फ्री आहे, परंतु हा इन्कम अदर सोर्सचा आहे. तो प्रॉफिट अँड लॉसच्या क्रेडिटला दाखवल्यामुळे नेट प्रॉफिट वाढलेला आहे. मग वाढलेला प्रॉफिट काय करावा लागेल, कमी करावा लागेल, म्हणून इन्कम फ्रॉम ॲग्रिकल्चर हा आपल्याला डिडक्ट करावा लागेल. मग ॲग्रिकल्चर इन्कम आपण डिडक्ट केला, लाईफ इन्शुरन्स पॉलिसीची अमाऊंट मिळाली, तो इन्कम हा पर्सनल इन्कम आहे मिसेस मंजूचा. ओके, तो बिझनेसचा होणार नाही म्हणून तो सुद्धा डिडक्ट होईल. त्यानंतर इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिबेंचर, डिबेंचरवरचं व्याज मिळालं तर तो इन्कम झाला अदर सोर्सचा. त्याचबरोबर एखाद्या एक्स या कंपनीमध्ये डिपॉझिट म्हणून पैसे ठेवले आणि त्याच्यावरचं व्याज मिळालं तर तो सुद्धा इन्कम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्स आहे. इंटरेस्ट ऑन बँक डिपॉझिट 6500 हा सुद्धा इन्कम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्स आहे. इंटरेस्ट ऑन पोस्ट ऑफिस सेविंग बँक अकाउंट हा सुद्धा इन्कम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्स आहे. त्यानंतर मिसलेनियस रिसिप्ट, मिसलेनियस रिसिप्ट म्हणजेच सन्ड्री रिसिप्ट, आणि सन्ड्री रिसिप्ट या बिझनेसच्या असतात, म्हणजेच किरकोळ उत्पन्न. ओके, मग जे अदर इन्कम आहेत ते आपल्याला नेट प्रॉफिटमधून डिडक्ट करावे लागतील, म्हणून आपण अदर इन्कम सर्व घेतले, त्याची टोटल केली, सर्व अदर इन्कमची टोटल 24,510 आली. ते 24,510 आपण नेट प्रॉफिटमधून म्हणजे 77,000तून डिडक्ट केले, आपल्याला अमाऊंट मिळाली 52,490. आणि त्या अमाऊंटला आपण काय म्हणतो, किंवा जी अमाऊंट येईल तो आपला किंवा त्या बिझनेसचा काय असणार आहे, टॅक्सेबल इन्कम असणार आहे, म्हणून त्याला आपण नाव दिलं टॅक्सेबल किंवा टोटल इन्कम फ्रॉम बिझनेस. ओके, so here we solve a problem number 4 on computation of total income from business or taxable income from business. Okay, so here we stop the computing the income from business. In our next lecture we are start a problem relating to the computation of income and gain from the profession. Okay, so thank you very much.